Hey, what's going on, everybody? TLRY Investing here. Today we're going to be doing a video about some cannabis stocks and why I think they're poised and in good position for a run here into the mid and latter half of 2024. Before I get into the video, you guys know the drill. If you could like the video, I really appreciate that. Also, if you are not already, please subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to that ever elusive 500 subscribers. So if you could be a part of that, I would really truly appreciate it. Let's get into the video. So first cannabis stock I want to talk about, mostly a Canadian one, but you know, cannabis tends to just kind of run all together. So basically I think we've seen a bottom, and I think we're going to be seeing not a top, but we have seen a breakthrough. This is the weekly chart of TLRY. I mean, back in that crazy 2021 run, I mean, this basically went from, $4 all the way up to 65. Now, I can't be certain. It's possible they might have done a split. I don't believe they did. I think they just had a crazy run there in 2021, and I've just basically been crapping the bed since then. So, what am I seeing now? Really like this downtrend it was in from about $8 on the weekly, tested it twice there, broke off, tested it again. We actually got a close above it last week. We got a test of that trend line, and now we're still hanging above it. I think we're going to see a $3 plus TLRY here very soon, and if things were to go off, I would expect $5 plus TLRY. Why am I so bullish on this? Again, we got that breakout going. Got this bottoming pattern here too, where you're seeing higher lows. This low here was at about $1.50, went up, bottomed here about $1.60, and then we got bottom here about $1.60, $1.70. So I like that we're not going here, coming back down, going below it. It's setting a base here. And I think you're seeing some crazy springboard action. I mean, 2 weeks ago, this went from $1.80 to $2.30. So some really good price movement here. Getting above there, I think next logical targets are just hitting these previous resistances. $3.30, $5. And then if you want to get like crazy, I think, the $8 area. And then if it were to get through that, we'd probably be looking at like the 200 moving average here to over $10. So this is TLRY. This is Canadian, but with these cheaper cannabis stocks, once one runs, they all tend to run from what I've seen back in 2021. And obviously I haven't said it yet, but it is an election year. Weed is not legalized federally, so that's always a hot topic when it comes to the presidential debate in America. If that were to get legalized, that would obviously be great news for a lot of these companies. So, but with that all being said, the hype and the talk about it usually tends to springboard a lot of these. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. The other one I would like to talk about is MSOS, which is basically a cannabis ETF for American companies. Obviously, it's not legal everywhere, but it is legal in some places. So you get some companies here. Two key resistances on the weekly here. We are literally at it right now at this like 1020, 1030 area. We rejected it about a month and a half ago. Now we're giving it another test. This trend line is holding basically, higher, like I said with TLRY. Base, higher lows. Now I think we're springboarding, and I definitely think, where's my little arrow? I definitely think this makes logical sense into May and into the summer. 32% move to about the $13, $15 area. And then again, if we can get above that, this one doesn't have as much history as TLRY, but I think, with it opening, I definitely think that $20 to $25 area is for sure doable if it were to get anywhere near the hype it did in 2021. So I really like that. And then a play off MSOS that I like to just buy straight up shares of, no options, no anything, is a MSOX, which is basically MSOS, but with, double the move. As you can see, MSOS did about a 3% move today. MSOX in turn did 7%. So it's a lot more volatility, but if you're bullish on something, it definitely makes sense, in my opinion, to go for the thing that you're basically getting 2x leverage on. Couple key things here. I think, again, if we get over this area, I think we're headed there. That's my first resistance. And then if we can get above that, we're looking at 13, 14 area. And then, if MSOS were to run, I see no reason why this couldn't possibly get up to the highs of the 30, because like I said, if MSOS were to hit 20, you're going to see MSOX hit even higher than that. So I really like this as a swing trade right now. A lot of heavy volume coming in, as you can see. But yeah, 750 area is my first target. I saw it ran after hours. We're almost at 7 already on this. So I like that it's up above the 50-day moving average there. So technically speaking, really good looking charts, really specific targets I'm looking to hit. I do think they'll be hit because again, election year, cannabis is a hot topic. If there's talk, there's rhetoric about cannabis just in general, and if there's even discussions on legally federalizing it throughout the country, that would be huge. And I think that would send a lot of these stocks soaring really high. So that is my cannabis update. I know I've made a few in the past, but they're looking very good right now. And I actually have a few positions. My biggest one specifically is MSOX, just shares, and it's performing rather well. I'm up about 20-30% on it. I was buying around the $5-6 range. So really liking the movement on that. And I think we're going to see some continuation into the summer and then into the election. So again, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you at the next one. Later.